Yes then YouTube, we are back, but before we get started, drop a like on today's video for me, drop a comment down below, and hit that subscribe button to my channel. That would mean the world to me. We are back with another custom tactics video of a formation that I have loved all year, and I think a lot of you people have as well, and that is the 4-3-2-1, a very OP and very broken formation. We are on the road to glory right now, so this is how the team is set up in the 4-3-2-1 on the RTG. Harry Kane up front, Lewandowski right forward, Saka as the left forward, Odegaard left centre mid, Modric in the centre with St. Max, Gucci Gang as the right centre midfield, and then the back four pretty obvious. So, without any further ado, let's get straight into the custom tactics. Balance on the defensive style. I really think that's the only thing that can work. Really, I think it's the only thing that is a viable option. I think pressure on heavy touch and press after possession loss aren't really very good, to put it bluntly. I just don't think they are very good. So because of that, I do use balanced on the defensive style. Your cheapest and most reliable place to buy your FIFA 23 Ultimate Team coins. Please do check out mmoexp.com. Link is down in the description below. Use the code WOLF at a checkout for 5% off your order. Now, on the defensive width, you are... Oh my God, what have I just done there? You are going to want to play 35 now. So a lot of the time on the 4-3-2-1, I've been playing anywhere between 40 and 45 on the defensive width. As Team of the Season has now really in full swing, a lot of people have got the better Team of the Season cards. Basically, you want your width a little more narrower, so your left back is closer in to your left centre back. Your right back's closer into your right centre back. Your two centre backs are closer together. Your whole back four in general is just more compact. Your left mid's closer to the left back. The right mid's closer to the right back. Basically, the whole team is just harder to break down. So that's why I really am using 35 on the width at the minute. I love it. If you don't like that though, I would probably recommend probably between 40 and 45. If you think the 35 is too narrow, go with between 40 and 45 and you'll probably find the happy medium in there. But for me at the minute, I've changed up the 4-3-2-1 a little bit recently, and I have to admit, I think 35 width really is working for me. Now, on the defensive depth, we've actually upped it a little bit, YouTube. Okay, so we are now playing 60. I know, it might seem a little high, but there is method to the madness that I'm going to now explain to you. So basically, you want your back four pushed up a little bit, but they aren't as YOLO as they used to be, like on the 70 with the automatic offside trap and stuff like that. And I was playing with 55, but I've noticed that because of the Trivela and stuff like that, I just find it very OP at the minute. So because of that, to stop the Trivelas from happening, I've upped it to 60 depth, and my opponents, because my defensive line is higher, my opponent is actually struggling with the Trivela. The defenders are closer to the attackers doing the Trivelas and stuff like that. And I'm noticing, because of the instructions that I put on my goalkeeper, it's actually not being caught out too much in the defensive side of the game as well. So, balanced on the defensive style, 35 width, 60 depth. Of course, YouTube, you guessed it, it is going to be balanced with direct passing, but, and there is a but right now, long ball, forward runs. Okay, I'm going to talk to you for a second, YouTube. Long ball and forward runs, it works. Definitely a viable option if you want to use that in the future. But at the moment in time, for me, balance of direct passing is the way to go. If you're struggling to maybe create some opportunities in the 4-3-2-1, using the balance of direct passing, maybe give long ball, forward runs a go. See what happens, see if it works. Because trust me, having used it a little bit, definitely good. Definitely one you can use. But balanced direct passing for me. Now, the offensive width is 45. That hasn't changed at all, really, all year. I really like my left forward and my right forward being a little bit closer together to my striker. I want my central midfielders to be a little bit closer to my strikers as well. A little more narrow, because the width is going to come from an overlapping fullback, which you will see on the player instructions in a minute. So because of that, I use 45 in the offensive width. We want to be a little more narrow, score more goals. Players in the box, I've actually gone back to 7 now, YouTube. Yes, 7. It was on 6. Not anymore. I find 7 easier to score more goals. There is a little bit of method to it, but not too much that you would think. Basically, I just always think the more players you have in the box, the more likely you are to score a goal. Really, it's just the way I look at it. It's that simple. Method. And it works. Last but not least, YouTube, 2 corners and 2 free kicks. Just to try and stop the counter-attack, really. So, they're the custom tactics. That's how the team is set up. Let's get straight into the player instructions. Now, these haven't really changed much at all, because I don't really think there is too much you can change at the minute. So, to get things rolling, my middle striker, so my main striker, he is on getting behind. So, he's just on getting behind, that is it. No stay central, no drift wide, anything like that. Literally just getting behind. no comeback on defence or stay forward. So just getting behind, make the striker, make the runs into the opposing third. Even if he then doesn't play the ball, you then have more opportunities in the middle of the park because of the gap that they have then vacated. To partner him up front, I then have the right forward on getting behind as well. So he is on completely balanced settings apart from getting behind, because basically we are going to defend in a 4-4-2, and the two strikers are in that 4-4-2 are going to be Harry Kane and Lewandowski. So my striker and my right forward. If you want to flip that, it doesn't really matter. So my middle striker getting behind, my right forward also on getting behind, and then because of that, I then have my left forward on completely default settings, but he is then on comeback on defence. So he will drop back into that left midfield position when we don't have the ball and play as the left midfielder. But, and there is a but, as soon as we have the ball, he will then push straight up back into that left forward position. So we actually defend and attack in two completely different formations. And that, for me, is really what makes the 4-3-2-1 so ever better. Because of the fact we can defend in a 4-4-2, which is probably the best defensive formation on the game, and then we can then attack in the 4-3-2-1. It makes it a very OP and broken formation. So, left forward, come back on defence. He will then drop down into the left mid. Now, if you want your left forward to be the striker in the 4-4-2, along as like with the middle striker, literally just flip it. So, have your right forward on come back on defence and balance settings, and that will help it like that. But I just always have done, really. I've wanted my striker and my right forward to be the two strikers. I don't know why, it's just worked. It's just worked. So, what's the saying? Don't try and fix something that isn't broken. Really, it's that simple. My left centre mid, he is one that I mainly attack with, okay? So because of that, the first thing you're going to want to put on is cover centre. So he will play left centre mid of the 4-4-2 when we don't have the ball, and then basically he plays left centre mid all the time. But when we get the ball, he might push a little bit closer up to the two strikers as we attack him, kind of like a 4-1-2-3 formation kind of thing. You'll see why in a minute. So, because of that, get into the box for cross. So he will try and score more goals and create way more opportunities. So cover centre and get into the box for cross. Middle centre mid, he is used as a CDM YouTube, okay? So because of that, stay back while attacking and cover centre. My Luka Modric in this team will do absolutely nothing offensively, really. He will literally just get the ball, pass it on to the players that are more likely to score more goals and create opportunities. Stay back and cover centre. Yeah. I don't use stay on the edge of the box for cross or anything like that. Just on stick to position. Stay back while attacking. Cover centre. Now, my right centre mid, and this is why I always use a bit of an attacker there. He is on completely default settings, including cover wing. So I actually don't touch anything. So when we don't have the ball, my Saint Maximin will be playing right mid of a 4-4-2. But then when we get the ball, he will then tuck in and play in that right centre mid position very nicely. And because he's on balanced attack and balanced crossing runs, he might venture forward a little bit. Not too far, but just ever so slightly to help out with the attacking side of the game. My right back is then on stay back while attacking. And then my left back is on join the attack and overlap. So my left back is the one that gets forward. But, and there is a but, if you want to flip that, that is absolutely fine. It makes no difference whatsoever. If you want your left back on stay back while attacking and your right back on join the attack, do it. It makes no difference whatsoever. But for me, I just like to attack with my my left back, really. I don't know why, I just like it. So join the attack and overlap. And then last but not least, YouTube comes for crosses and sweeper keeper on the goalkeeper. And that right there is my updated 4-3-2-1 custom tactics video for you guys. If you did enjoy this video, please drop a like on it. Let's smash 200 likes. Drop a comment down below and hit that subscribe button to my channel. Thank you for watching. Remember, spread the love and positivity. PMA, positive mental attitude. Peace out. One love.